Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. If you didn't start yet, y'all, but this one's in it. I appreciate you anyway. Shout out to Soft White Underbelly. I'll make sure to tag his channel and provide a link to the full video in the description so y'all can go ahead and watch that. I've been watching Soft White Underbelly since I was in undergrad school, man. So that was like, we talking. I graduated from undergrad school 2017, 2018. Yeah, and I used to watch this since I want to say sophomore years when I found out about Soft White Underbelly. Back then, Buddy only had like maybe 200,000 subs, if that. You know what I'm saying? Now he's at what he's at now. But shout out to him, man. We have to stay in our children's lives when we have little girls, man. I mean, when we have boys obviously too, but especially little girls, because this is like a horrible. This like every man's worst nightmare. Hearing something like this happen to their damn daughter. This little girl is only 17 years old. She's in LA, Figaro, or Skid Row, aka Skid Row, right? 17 years old and is selling herself just to be able to get by. This is the real life stuff that I be talking about, y'all, that I grew up seeing when I was in South Florida. LA is different. I don't know if you ever been to LA. LA is next level. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I've been to Figaro, I've been to Skid Row, and when I tell y'all, it just doesn't seem real. You got little kids, 13, 15, homeless, living in the damn street. And it goes on like that for miles and miles and miles. It is scary. It is petrifying. Let's get into this, y'all. Anyway, because I don't want to get too much into this. Set up by friend and got SA by 7 men. Let's get into it, y'all. I think she said she was only 13 years old when this happened. When she was basically gang R word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? At like 13 years old by like 7 dudes. Let's get into this, y'all.
Do you have any regrets in your life? 17 years?
A couple.
What's your biggest regret?
When I was younger, around like 13, 12, I went to the homegirl Destiny house, and I went to go see her, chill with her. I ended up getting raped when I went to her house. So that regret was going to that bitch house, thinking that bitch was my friend, and she set me up.
That was your first sexual experience?
That wasn't my first sexual experience, but that was the first time, like, I had got raped or a train ran on me. I was not. After that, that's when I was really, like, introduced to the track. That's when I really, like, started knowing about hoeing and all the bitches on Fig.
So she set you up, and
after that, it was just buck wild.
It wasn't just
Fig is Figaro, y'all. That's a short name for it. Let's keep going.
just one dude.
No, it was cool, 6, 7.
It's rough for a 12-year-old?
It was around that age. 12, 13, I was around that age.
And that wasn't your first experience. What was your first?
My first experience was with a guy that I did date. We had fucked, and I was that. But I was sucking a whole lot of dick in the projects. I sure was sucking a whole lot of dick in the projects. Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
I was 12, 13, around that age. I was still sucking a whole lot of wiener. A whole lot. So it's like, people just thought, like, I was easy. I only had one body, but I sucked a whole lot of dick. So it's like, she kind of like, I called her. I told her I was going to come over and stuff. She said I could come. I told her I was going to get in the shower. So I guess in the meantime, I was getting in the shower and stuff. She invited people over there that we both knew. So when I got there, she told me to come through the back door. I went through the back door. I placed my weed and my blunts down on like the little counter thing that she had in the back. I placed it down and I heard people talking. So I had went in the living room and it was like 6, 7 people sitting there and I knew all the boys. So I wasn't tripping. So I rolled my blunt up, sat down on the couch, smoked. This is around the time I first started smoking. So it's like I'm laying on the couch, like I'm halfway unconscious. Like somebody grabbed one arm and somebody grabbed the other arm, and it's like they walk me up the stairs. And as they're walking me up the stairs, my head back like this, and they're like tilt forward. And I see her sitting on the couch, just watching everything happen. They walked me upstairs. They did what they did. Later on down the line, one of the boys I had did what they did. Like he followed me on Instagram.
These are guys you knew? These were guys you knew?
Yeah, later on down the line, he followed me on Instagram and stuff, and he texted me, and we was talking about the whole situation. She was like, oh yeah, she set up like a fuck fest while you was upstairs doing that. She was downstairs sucking dick. I'm like, that's crazy.
The thing that I think that hurt me the most, y'all, is the fact that I have first of all, everybody know me, y'all know, and I said this before on my channel before. I'm the oldest out of all my siblings. You know what I'm saying? And me having like damn little sisters is just like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, if something like that was to ever happen to my sister or something like that, I don't know what I would do with myself. I know for a fact I would have mentally lost it, and what's the term these young kids use nowadays? Crashing out, whatever y'all call it now. I definitely would have did that. Let me explain something to y'all really quick, man. Before we can, she almost. I should just let her finish. Matter of fact, yeah, let me let her finish. I want to tell y'all a story about. I've told the story before, but I'll go more into details. About the girl that I was in. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I was in middle school, so we was about roughly the same age. Where not my homegirl, but my sister's homegirl. What happened with her? But let's keep going. Let me hear her finish this.
So after that, I just been buck wild, shit, out here really getting to it.
Things are crazy in the hood, aren't they?
Bitches ain't your friends for real.
That's a fact.
What would you say fantasy is the most important lesson you've learned in all of this?
Keep your head up, get your money. Don't trust everybody.
It's so sad, man. Listen, I was in. Let me make sure I turn this down. I want to make sure I put the video on her. I spoke about this story a few times. You know, I was in. Well, I should say, we were in literally in the hood. Y'all know a lot of these things always, for whatever reason, happens. Not for whatever reason. All these things tend to happen in the goddamn hood, right? Me and my sister, we were in, I would say, elementary school. We met a girl who lived in our apartment complex. I think she lived, if I'm not mistaken, she lived on the third floor. We lived on the first floor. Her and my sister was extremely cool. Again, elementary school. I will always see this girl, right? And she will always have different bruises and different markings on like her neck, her arm, her legs, whatever the case may be. Again, we're young. I didn't think anything of it. I was like at the time in like fourth grade. Couple years go by, we're now in middle school, and she's the youngest out of three. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's the youngest out of 3 or 4. Everybody in the hood knew that her mom was a crackhead. Everybody knew. Like, this woman will always come to us asking for money, asking for this, asking for that. She will always like steal from the damn corner store. She got banned from the goddamn corner store and the storehouse, right? Y'all, everybody that been in the hood, y'all know what a storehouse is, right? But she was banned from the storehouses, banned from the corner stores, all this damn thing, because she was always coming up in there stealing stuff and would always try to sell things. It wasn't until I got older that I realized that this crackhead was selling her daughters. One of her daughters, who was the oldest, I believe her daughter was in high school at that time. Again, we was in like 7th or 8th grade. My sister was in 6th grade, so that would mean she was in 6th grade also too as well. Obviously, I'm older than my sister, but her older sister, like I said, she's the youngest out of 3. Her older sister was already on her 3rd baby daddy by the time she got to her junior year in high school. Ends up deleting herself. I think at 19 or 20 years old, she was on high off, whatever the hell she was high off of, and decided to jump off the building. Whatever. The second oldest girl was I believe a year older than me, if I'm not mistaken. Again, strung out on whatever crazy ass damn drug she strung out on. Lost touch with her years ago. The girl who was my sister's homegirl, again, strung out on drugs, kids, all this, that, and third, all that. Had her first child at like 8th grade. by a grown-ass man. These are the things that happens, right? Now I'm gonna bring it back full circle, but I just want to say this. These are the things that happens fairly often. Now, when in her case, I don't know what the case is with her parents. I will have to go and watch the full video to see what the hell was going on, what was happening. But she got set up by her homegirl, which was completely effed up. She's laughing it off and all this, that, and third, which is cool. She's trying to deal with her trauma the best way she can. So we're not going to fault her for it. Because I personally didn't see. I was like, what is she laughing about? But again, I got to think like, yo, she's traumatized. She's still not mentally processing everything that happened to her. With her, regarding my sister's homegirl, these are the things that happens. This is real life, y'all. This is real. People was in the comment section, oh, I can't believe that happened. No, this got to be fake. No, this is real life. These are things that we've been seeing, or let me say this, I've been seeing growing up in elementary school and middle school. Like I said, I used to always see her with different bruises. And this is back when we was in elementary. We in the hood, y'all. It's a small hood in South Florida. Y'all already know what time it is. Everybody that went to the same elementary school, went to the same middle school, and went to the same high school. We in the hood. That's how I was in Broward County, bro. Everybody know Broward, same place that Kodak grew up in. Same damn place. Same county. So everybody know everybody, everybody know everybody, mama and daddy. Everybody know, oh yeah, that's so-and-so cousin, he sell drugs. Oh, that's so-and-so, she a prostitute. Oh, that's so-and-so, yeah, his mama a stripper. Oh, that's so-and-so. Everybody know everybody. We all knew that her mama was a damn crackhead. And again, when I was young, I didn't understand what was going on. But her mother used to be selling her daughters to grown men. Her oldest sister took her own life, jumped out of a goddamn window. She got sick and tired of it. I would imagine she was probably high. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. The second girl, the second daughter, which I knew, I didn't know her like that, but I used to always see her in the playground. Strung out, high off, whatever, having kids by middle school. Like I told y'all, the oldest daughter was in 10th grade or 11th grade, already on baby dad number 3, all by grown ass men. This is real life. Y'all think it's all butterflies and rainbows? No, it gets real out here, man. These are things that I seen growing up that I couldn't mentally comprehend until I got older and realizing what the hell was damn going on. So many times me and my sister used to have, and matter of fact, I was about to say I'm going to send this to my little sister because I want her to comment, but I'm not even going to do that because I don't even want to bring up this traumatic experience of my sister going through that stuff again. But me and my sister used to always have to sit outside with her, right? Because she never wanted to go home. And me and my sister, we young at the time. We didn't understand what the hell was happening, what was going on. But she used to always, no, stay at the playground with me. Please don't make me go home. Please, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. And then we young. We like in elementary school ourselves. We be like, hey, yo, listen, like, we going to stay out here for as long as possible. But mama said be in the house before the street lights come on. So we would have to be out there for as long as possible. But there was times where I used to throw out my garbage, right? It's like, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And then I would run outside, and throw, my garbage out to the dumpster. And I said, let me run to the playground and see and she will still be sitting out there. And I'd be like, why are you not going home? What's going on? I don't want to go home, Deb. I don't want to go home. I don't want to. And again, I'm in elementary, middle school, not knowing these types of things. When I got older, yes, me and my sister, we finally told our mom what happened. But by that time, it was too late. The damage was already done. That lady is still walking around Broward County, selling herself, done had kids all. I guarantee y'all, if I drive to Lauderhill Mall, because that's usually where she at. If I drive to Lauderhill Mall, I guarantee you she will still be over there at the goddamn bus terminal. If I drive to J&L Liquor, I guarantee you she's still gonna be walking up and down that goddamn street, walking up and down 19. This is real life. And the only thing that I can hope and pray for is that this young lady can be saved, if possible, because I can only imagine the mental the mental issues she's facing within herself, assuming she has kids. I can only imagine the continued domino effect. the goddamn generational curses that's being passed down. And it's such a shame. And if I can go back in time, y'all, I would have said something earlier. But again, like I said, like I said, I spoke about this multiple times already, but I never just went into full details like I'm doing now. But at that time, I just was not old enough to mentally understand what was happening, as far as why she didn't want to go home, as far as why she used to, like, you know what I'm saying, have grown men, you know, she used to be sitting in laps of grown men, as far as her having bruises all around her neck and around her like her thigh, her inner thighs. We're in fourth, fifth grade. I'm like, why she got, like, it looks like scratches or welts on the inside of her thigh. What is going on? This is real life. And man, when I tell y'all, man, when I was in LA, seeing all them little girls, countless young girls. How old is she? I think she said she was 17 years old now. 17 years old, living on Figueroa, which is a homeless. It's homeless. It's nothing but tents, y'all. That's all it is out there. If you've ever been to LA, nothing but straight up damn tents out there. 17 years old, having to sell herself just so she can feed herself, just so she can do this, get whatever drugs. I'm sure she's doing drugs and drinking and all the other stuff. Y'all think the police care? Y'all think the police doing something about this little ass 17-year-old girl prostituting herself? Y'all think they care about that? Hell, the police probably trying to get them some too. It's so sad and it's so disgusting. It hurts me still to this day just telling the story. It hurts me just now telling y'all this story, just remembering just remembering so much, man. There was times when she would get on the school bus and she would be crying because we'd be going home. I don't want to go home. I don't want, and like I can hear it now in the back of my head. I can hear her voice saying it right now to me. Me being in fourth grade, fifth grade, thinking to myself, why she keep saying it? Like, what is going on? I think about it really, y'all, honestly, and this is me being vulnerable. One of the main reasons why I think about it so much to this day is because the minute that we told our mom, again, we was like in high school, when we told her mom what was happening, my mom called the police immediately. Got the police involved, all this, that, and third. But again, like I said, by that time the damage was done. Well, these are one of the things, one of my biggest regrets that I have in life, mainly because I believe that if me and my sister would have said something to my mom earlier, I guarantee my mom would have acted on it sooner and done something. And who knows, she would have been. I mean, I don't know. She could have been something more. Let me just be respectful. She could have been something more. Let me just say that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so sad, man. I honestly hope and pray to God that this young lady makes it out sooner than later. Again, shout out to Soft White Underbelly, y'all. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol size anytime you upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. Look forward to reading all your comments, if any. So, until next time, please, man, you have a sip for